Hi, and welcome to the last week of your Troy Literature course. I hope that you guys have enjoyed your time in the class and that you have experienced a little bit of what hopefully will embrace and engage a lifelong love of literature and at least maybe an appreciation for the trajectory. I really have enjoyed having the opportunity to explore these concepts with you in the class. Overall, I think you guys have done a great job at making meaning and also creating an understanding. Just to let you know, for week 9, it'll be your last discussion postings. Those are available. Right now, you can go ahead and post in there under week 9, the 60s, and postmodernity, and postcolonialism. And then, of course, you'll be completing the final, which is open book, open note, and if you would like, you can do the extra credit at the very bottom of the page on the discussion board. In addition, you'll want to go ahead and make sure that you are accessing the final. The final was made available last week, and so you do have the opportunity to go into it as many times as you would like. It is not just a one-time only deal, so please feel free to revise, re-edit, and rethink about some of the attributes. It closes on the 11th, so that is going to be that's going to be this Sunday, and it's going to close at 6 a.m. So it closes this Sunday at 6 a.m. on Sunday. So do not wait until Sunday to take it, unless you're going to get up at the crack of dawn, or even a little bit before. So that is kind of the final. As far as the work that you guys have done this week, I really see a great amount of growth in our postings. At this point, you guys really have gotten very comfortable. I mean, Colin's observations about Good Country People and the kind of the tension that he was feeling in seeing Holga's independence and this disdain she felt was also picked up when Sadie read the same story and integrated that research and that evidence and those quotes from the experience into her reading. That kind of conversation is something that is exactly what we would be having in class, and it's so amazing that you guys have come so far in such a short time without really having the benefit of that kind of conversation. The conversation between Sadie and Colin is one of the examples of that. Virgil also kind of referencing the 50s shows this great change in our country, connecting history, much like Modesty connected The Swimmer in reference to kind of this idea of leaving and coming back. Virgil's observations, they were enjoyable, and they did reference the tendency in the 50s for the normal, even though there was no normal. It wasn't any more normal then than it is now, which is what Renika has also mentioned in her reading, the idea that each subject is associated with an aspect from that overview, and I appreciate that observation. Stephanie, excellent reading as far as kind of connecting the suburbs and this kind of notion that people were feeling post-World War II with this utopia that they were supposed to be feeling, but they weren't. It just wasn't there. April, fantastic work on your observations in reference to Bellow. This is definitely one that needs to come up. And thank you, Sonia, for your connection with kind of television, right? Cultural norms, this transmission of what we should be even though we can't be, and that tension that we felt in the literature. Excellent, excellent work, Anthony, in connection with The Swimmer, and also with kind of your connections with the brokenness that one might feel. Russell, you picked up quite well this kind of unique sense of despair and mourning, because even though the 50s were seen as this positive growth period, it also had this sense of tension and the sense of drama, the sense of the downtrodden too, which comes out really well in William's postings in reference to Good Country People. This downfall, this kind of tendency for the bad to bubble up, but still to be kind of viewed in a good light. Excellent connections, Travis, too, the idea that science fiction and it was something you saw in The Swimmer, which is very much like a Twilight Zone, and it's kind of asking you to think about one's state of mind. Nice work, Shanita, in kind of exploring education and the connection between thought, knowledge, and book learning, right? Because in Good Country People, it really does kind of jostle the concepts of going to school versus having an innate sense of knowledge, book sense versus common sense. Renee, I think you enjoyed, as you mentioned, you enjoyed the poetry, not as much as you enjoyed the stories, which is good to know. And overall, I think you guys have done such an amazing job with the work. I've enjoyed reading all of your posts. I mean, Renee, Shanita, Travis, William, Russell, Anthony, Sonia, April, Stephanie, Renika, Virgil, Modesty, Sadie, and Colin. You guys have always contributed so much to the conversations, and it's refreshing to see that level of engagement in an online course. I hope that you guys keep in touch with me. I would love to kind of hear about the books that you're reading or things that you might be exploring, and of course, you know, where you might be seeing the literary in your life. Please do keep in contact with me. Once again, the final is open until the 11th Sunday at 6 a.m. So make sure that you get it done before then. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks so much and have a great day.